Team Jackson, what's happening? Real quick, man, I got an opportunity to check out Issa Rae's, or should I say, Queen Issa Rae's Insecure Season 2, Episode 1 and 2. And finally got a chance to catch up on the man. And I'm glad I did, because she delivers again, with a cocktail of emotions and thoughts and feelings. But a few things I've taken away. First off, I think it's interesting, man, Team Lawrence's reaction to Issa cheating. Team Lawrence, if you haven't watched the show, Team Lawrence is Lawrence's fan club. He's a guy that got cheated on, got his heart broken supposedly or whatever, and he goes on and he smashes another girl who had been choosing on him for months on end. So Team Lawrence is all cheering for him and just casting old Issa aside like she ain't shit. And I think it's interesting how women, black women in particular, are always one character flaw, one slip, one lapse in judgment away from being no good romantically, for the exact same things that men want forgiveness for 10, 15, 20 infractions in. If not forgiveness, we still want to be regarded as good men who had some kind of valid excuse for cheating, for falling off into the pussy. He was having a bad day, or him and his girl had gotten into an argument. It was rainy outside. Any old excuse will do to justify whenever a man does the exact same thing men are just discarding Issa for doing. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about what is my favorite character, which, funny enough, is also Team Lawrence's favorite character, Tasha, but for different reasons. She's my favorite character, not because she has a nice body and nipple rings and all that other good stuff. She's my favorite character because I think she's going to hold a mirror to the faces of a lot of women who have been in the exact same situations and who have met the exact same fate. Tasha is not this evil villain. She's not the typical home wrecker, volunteered side chick preying on committed men. She's not hypersexual. She's not wearing super push-up bras and, picking unnecessary shit up off the floor so dudes can look up her skirt. She's not that kind of girl. She knows a good man whenever she sees one. She does shoot her shot, but whenever she's shot down, she keeps her distance. At least from what we know, she keeps her distance. And that's why I feel like Tasha represents a lot of women. She waited until her opportunity came. She took the opportunity, but the problem was she took the opportunity at the wrong time, and therefore she got burned. Lawrence came available. He got out of a relationship, and he lied to her and said that he was over Issa. And the problem is, a lot of women don't expect good men to lie, because good men aren't liars, except when it comes to lying to ourselves. And the thing is, when we lie to ourselves, we lie to everybody else. Good men, bad men alike. We've all been conditioned to be this emotionless, macho man that the moment that we say we're done with a woman, we don't want her no more, that we're actually done. That's pride and ego talking. And over time, they end up succumbing to what we really feel, which is that love for that old thing. And whenever we really feel that love for that old thing, it manifests in one or two ways. Either we end up having sex with her, or we end up working things out with her, which happened in the show. But the problem is, by this time, Tasha already has swooped in, taken advantage of her opportunity that she waited so patiently for, put on her cape to come save Lawrence. Because she could empathize with being hurt like a lot of women. She's been hurt before. She's been cheated on before, so she knows how it feels. And she puts on her cape of good cooking, good screwing, nice body having, good personality, got him joking, taking his mind off of all these things that he's going through. Basically just being that bridge back to his girl that he ends up trotting back to in the first place. But she doesn't know it because he's a good guy, so why would he lie and deceive her? Well, that's why he lied and deceived her. Because emotions make you dumb. Emotions will make you lie. In the emotion of the moment, he's heartbroken. He's mad at Issa. So he says that he's over her. He's done with her. Hell, even after he smashes Issa, he says it again. But by this time, Tasha's emotions have also made her dumb. So now she's going against her standards. Whenever she had just dismissed him and said get out or whatever, when she came down, her arms folded, she was about to dismiss him. Now her emotions have made her dumb. She's lowering her standards, compromising herself, and in the same situation, about to run face first into even more hurt, like a lot of women out there. So I'm hoping that a lot of y'all see exactly the same thing I see, and that now that your situation is being depicted and the end result, if Issa keeps things consistent with reality, you'll see that you ain't doing nothing but getting ready to hurt yourself. You know, we have a saying among men, don't save her, she don't want to be saved. So I hope the takeaway for a lot of Tashas out there is that you don't save these dudes, because most times, if ever, they don't really want to be saved. So y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.